Cassandra, and I am trans and heathen. Hey guys, okay, so it's been a minute, especially for those of you who watch my other channel where I have been kind of updating, but not so much. I promised you guys a video about Asatru, and guess what didn't happen? A video about Asatru. Um, it's kind of complicated. The last few weeks have been mostly me moving and working a lot. I have been traveling. As you can see, I'm in a hotel. That's why I have awful lighting. I swear these videos aren't always going to be like this. If you've seen my other ones, you can see I have an excellent lighting setup so that you can at least see me clearly, all my fat and hideousness. So it is what it is. But yeah, right now I'm in Battle Creek, Michigan. Yesterday I was in Mackinac City, Michigan, which is the very most northern tip of the main peninsula of Michigan. In case you're not aware of how Michigan works, there's actually two peninsulas that are separated by Lake Michigan itself. And there's kind of the Upper Peninsula, which is on its borders of Wisconsin, and then of course you got the main Michigan where Detroit and all the good stuff is. So, but the thing is, it's like a spring break town. It's a summer town. We went there and nothing was open. The whole town was dead except for the hotel and like a couple gas stations because apparently it's yeah, it's only open. It opens in April. And yeah, I mean, we're here at the end of March, and well, it is what it is. But either way, guys, yeah. So yeah, that's where I've been. I've been traveling for the last 3 weeks, actually. So I've been trying to get some overtime because next week, as you've probably seen the title, I am getting top surgery, which is really exciting. I it wasn't something I expected to happen. I couldn't really afford it as it was because it's really expensive. I'm not going to tell you how much I'm paying, but I am paying a lot more money than usual because of a couple factors, which I'll explain here in a bit. But here's the thing: like I checked my credit, and my credit's gone up in this last like year and a half. Like I've always had really bad credit, and then I checked, and I had almost 700 on my score. And like you might think, well, that's not that impressive. I have a good credit. Well, for me, that's great. Like I was sitting at like 515 there for a while, because I 10 years ago I was not fiscally responsible. I had all these credit cards maxed them out and then couldn't pay a dang one of them. So yeah, years and years of work has finally gotten my credit into a place where I was able to get a loan covering it. So, or at least most of it. I didn't pay all of it. I had to put some of it down, but it wasn't that much. Again, I'm not going to go into the price because you guys are going to be like, well, Cass, I can't believe you're spending that much money. And I'm like, I know, but it is what it is. And I am so excited to talk about this. And yeah, it's also in other good news. I'm taking voice lessons right now. It's a lot cheaper than I thought it'd be. I thought it'd be so expensive. Like I thought it'd be like hundreds of dollars a lesson. Because I've heard about how expensive sometimes these really high quality voice lessons are. And no, this lady charges, it's not just a lady, it's like a whole studio, and they specialize in trans voices. And I've been doing practices, and I know my voice hasn't changed much yet, but I've only been doing it a week now, so catch me a break. But it's $66 per hour. They do half-hour blocks and hour blocks. I'm doing half-hour twice a month, or not half hour, an hour twice a month. So I'll be paying six per lessons, but I'm doing it twice a month. But if I was, if I was doing it in, yeah, see, that's where my brain went. All right, it is actually midnight when I'm recording this, but I really wanted to get this out, and I've been working all day, and it is what it is. But yeah, you do $33 half-hour lessons, and I figured that 2-hour lessons a month is probably good, and I'd be able to have a paycheck for each one, so be paid. That's all good shit. So anyways, I'm so excited about this. So many things are going right for me, except for my hair right now. But in my defense, I've been traveling all day. It's like 4 hours from Mackinac City to here. That's where work. I drove from Chicago to, what was it? It was Sheboygan. And then we had to go to Mackinac because there was no hotels in Sheboygan, because Sheboygan was where the work was. So we had to drive another like 30 minutes north, and that's where it was. And I know I'm going to be getting back to the big breast implant stuff here in a bit, but I just kind of want to talk about work because there was an interesting thing that happened. Was I fell in quicksand, and I don't know if any of you are aware that that is still a thing. Like it's something you see in old timey like 1940, 1930s, 40s adventure flicks, Indiana Jones, that kind of thing. But apparently it's a thing, and apparently Michigan quicksand is apparently a thing. Go ahead, Google it. And I was going up doing my job. I'm a surveyor, and I was up there trying to survey a power pole, and I might cough here in just a bit. If I do, I will cut it out. So don't worry about that. And I sunk knee deep into the mud, and it was like I didn't even know what was going on for a second. Like it was just like it's not something you expect. So I grab this. There's this bush right next to me, and I grab it and I pull myself out. And you can feel the suction, so you can kind of see how people get trapped and die in these things because there was a suction. It made like a sound. It was like the bog of eternal stench from that movie Labyrinth. If you want to watch that, if you haven't watched it, watch it right now because you're wrong. So, but yeah, either way, that was my adventure this week. And but beyond that, we're okay. So what I really wanted to talk about was I mean, I'm 1 week away from my surgery. This video will be up today, tomorrow, however you want to do it. Either way, but still Thursday, March 29th, I will be going in to get well it's implants, so and it's kind of important to me, and I kind of want to talk about this because I haven't really found too many transgender top surgery vlogs as it pertains to trans women. It's all trans men. It's not something that's generally seen as important for us because it's viewed as cosmetic because you grow boobs with estradiol, and that's not always the case. I have been kind of lucky in that regards that I've had considerable growth. um I'm not gonna like take my shirt off or anything because no one deserves to see that. But maybe some really bad people. But you're all good people. I'm assuming the people watching my videos are at least halfway decent human beings who aren't judging me for my hair being. It's Michigan. It is windy. All right, don't judge me. But but either way, I mean, with trans men, like my insurance wouldn't cover it because they would cover a mastectomy for transgender men, so they would remove it for them, but it's not seen as necessary for us, which I feel isn't necessarily true because there's a reason why women, like when my mom had breast cancer and she had a mastectomy because she had breast cancer, she got implants along with the surgery because for her it was important. I mean, it's an important part of being a woman. It's very emblematic of being a woman, and I'm not saying that you're wrong if you're a woman who doesn't have breasts. Obviously, that's not what I'm saying. Please don't get angry. I'm tired. It's midnight. I'm just saying for many of us, it's a very important thing. And what you get especially if you're older, if you're younger, you might get some good development. Again, I started hormones when I was 30 years old, and I've been on about 2 years now. And well, I've been pretty lucky in that regard. And you'll get to see a little bit here. Just like I got, yeah, content warning, trans movies. All right, I got some growth, and it's not so much. I think I wear, depending on the bra make, I can wear anywhere between a C and a D cup. It's not bad. It's like I'm not gonna keep playing with my movies too much here because it's gonna. I mean, I can't monetize this video anyway, so it doesn't really matter. So you know what? Screw you, YouTube. But either way, I'm doing pretty good for myself. So I think when I had my consultation with the doctor, I can't pronounce his name, so I'm not gonna say it. So it's yeah, I'm horrible. I'm just bad. I'm a bad person. I'm a very bad tranny. I'm sorry. Either way, he we talked about it. I was like, well, I don't want something like ginormous. I know some trans girls like to just get these huge beach balls implanted into their chest because they can, and that's not what I wanted. Well, I do want, I mean, the women in my family, have large breasts. I want to match with them, but I don't want to feel like I'm, in some kind of inflationist, fetishist, dream or something like that. So, they gave me a bunch of sizes to look at. They actually created a simulation for me, and I'm not going to show you the pictures because I don't want to expose you guys to that. I mean, they do have that option of putting a bikini over it, which still I'm gross, and it looked pretty good. I had a bunch of sizes. Now, there was a couple of problems with the simulation in that it was designed, obviously, for the curves of a cis woman, and they did a pretty good job of getting my arms and everything in there correctly, so, but the pictures do give me a curve, and which was, I kind of like looking at it, but, it is what it is, and it also gave me a flat stomach, and I don't have a flat stomach, so it's not going to be 100%. But even if I can just go off that as just kind of a general, this is what you have now, this is kind of more or less what you could expect in increased size, I'm pretty impressed. Even the smaller size, I think the smallest size I had on there was the 415 cc's SRF, which is it's soft, responsive, full profile. That's what it is. I think they're Natrel and Spira implants. I think the ones they're using, because I don't think any of them use that type of sizing. I don't know. I could be wrong, but either way, they're very full, thick implants, and they're supposed to look really nice and feel very natural, which is what I wanted to go for. And the size I settled on was 540 cc, which is pretty large. I think the biggest they offered in that range is 770 cc, so I'm not too far down from the largest size. You know, the better size wouldn't give me too much more, but it's enough that it will give me, you know, especially with my broad frame, something that looks very natural. And that's why I did want to go a little bit bigger, was just because, you know, I have broad shoulders, and if you want it to look natural, obviously women with broader shoulders tend to have, or anyways, women with larger breasts tend to have larger shoulders, so it's going to look a lot more natural and give me a bit of a curve, a natural curve, which is what I want. And so I'm pretty excited about it. I'm going to try and keep up on these. I'm not going to promise daily up until then, but I'm going to keep updates over the next couple days, tell you guys my thoughts, my feelings about this, because I'm pretty excited. It's my first actual surgery for my SRS. I actually still haven't gotten a laser for my face yet either, which is bad, but it's just I haven't had time. It's really hard to get to from where I live in Rogers Park in Chicago. Most of those are like way out, like either in the burbs or somewhere downtown, and it's just a pain to get down there. And I don't have a vehicle. I have to take the L whenever I need to get somewhere. But I'm going to work on that. That's just my next step too, along with my voice training, which is going to be great. I mean, it's so much fun. I can't. It's just such a good time for maybe in my life right now, and I'm really looking forward to it. And yeah, anyways, this should be going up tomorrow. Today, it's kind of how it's weird. It's the middle of the night. What did you expect? But it'll be going up, and when you guys see it, let me know in the comments section below what you think. Any questions, and I will try to answer them. Yeah, there's a couple other things that will be going on with this surgery that I'll talk about in the next video, but we're already pushing 15 minutes, and I don't want to go much more than that. So anyways, if you enjoyed this video, if you enjoyed this vlog, if you like seeing Cassie, the queen of the, didn't want to expose you to the fat face, the queen of the rat hair, you know, hey, click that sub button, you know, who knows, maybe you'll find something interesting here. Maybe you won't, maybe you'll sit here and make fun of me because I'm fat and ugly to look at. So, you know, I know also if you're someone who doesn't like hearing me abuse myself a little bit, that's just kind of how I do. I don't hate myself as much as I say I do, so just keep that in mind, that it's mostly just, that's the kind of sense of humor I have. So, anyways, click the sub button, hit that bell to be notified of when I'm updating, and of course, leave a like and a comment. So, later.